Hi, I'm Matt McDonald, managing partner and co-founder here at Notley, and today we're going to talk about risk capital for nonprofits. What do I mean by risk capital? So a really good example is that if you are an entrepreneur in the software industry, you can go knock on the door of a VC and you can say, I have an idea for a new product. I don't know if it's going to work. I think it will, and I'd like you to give me some money to try it out. That's very different than what a nonprofit executive director would usually find. They often can't take those sorts of risks, and there aren't funders that are out there to help them do so. There are a few, such as Philanthropitch here in Austin, and providing risk capital for the nonprofit ecosystem is something that Philanthropitch is really shooting to solve. So why is it important? So here we have a chart, so you can see revenue over here on one axis and time over here. And if you're trying to grow a business, let's say a direct service organization, you have to have revenue before you can go take your risk. Right? So in order to, say, scale an organization, you might have to slowly sell something, then reorder, then sell some more, then reorder, then sell some more. Maybe you're selling products and services, and so you get this interesting, lumpy, but somewhat linear growth trajectory, right? And there's really no risk. The risk is represented by the line below your revenue number that is below zero. So imagine that you now have risk capital. So let's say that you're a nonprofit and you decide, I could make a lot of money someday if I built a piece of software that I could go sell to schools or to direct service organizations. But in order to do so, you're gonna have to take a big risk by hiring people, hiring developers, and building that piece of software before you ever make a sale. And so in that example, what you see is that your revenue might be kicking along pretty well, and then you decide that you're gonna build that piece of software. And so what's gonna happen is that your revenue on that product is gonna dip way below zero. And then you build your software, then you start selling it, and at some point in the future, you actually get this much steeper growth curve. But what the risk part represents is this curve below the line of $0. So that might be $100,000, it might be $10,000, but in any event, it's money that your organization did not have to spend over here, and not allowing you to take a risk. But in this situation, with that cash injection, you can now take a risk to build something and invest in a product, a service, maybe a person that allows your organization to grow and ultimately fulfill its mission.